a long day. I need a J like Beyonce. Only had so many fucks to give, don't give a damn about the foreplay, okay. And if you ever see me in the spot, I'm leaving the mark. Harry Houdini, they cannot put me in the box, believe it or not. My mind on the bread like a condiment. I don't play catch up, this hope they catch on to it. Fuck all they compliments. I'm more concerned with accomplishments. I'm more like Popovich. I'm chasing brains like Sonicus. Life's a bitch, but I fuck with her. I just might fall in love with her. Dinner for 20, yeah, I got the bill like a huckster. Picture this. If I told you how all this would wind up, you say that's a stretch. I saw the signs and delivered my best. You can't drop the ball, I guess that's the catch. And this ain't a coin toss, but I work my tail off so I can turn heads. Don't you forget. I
told them you never know. Hey, hey.
I told them you never know. You never.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Yeah, I know that was a little bit longer of an intro, but you know, I love that song. You know, it's just an intro by Mike Stud. Shout out him. You never know. So what's going on, everybody? Let me tell you something. It was windy as hell last night. I could not sleep. I don't know what's going on over here on the East Coast, but like some big ass storm is coming, and it had me freaking out all night. I was literally like falling asleep every like hour and just like waking up to just like wind gusts of like me thinking my roof's gonna fall off. Like, I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? I was freaking out. I truly was freaking out. It was horrible. Like, I didn't know. I don't know. Like, I woke up at like 5 and was just like, all right, I can't take it anymore. I'm just gonna get up. I'm looking at the trees and I'm just like, yo, these are gonna fall on my house. What do you even do if the tree just falls on your house? What am I supposed to do? You know? What am I supposed to do? Just get out of my house and, you know, and just be like, hey, man, call the fire department. Hey, man, yeah, a tree just fell on my house. Well, shit. Alright. Anyways. So I was talking to an old friend last night, and, we were talking about basketball and just the three-pointers and everything, and the top three-point shooters of all time, and we were talking about Kyle Korver and J.J. Redick. I hate J.J. Redick. Well, I used to hate J.J. Redick. But it got me thinking, if I had, or you had to create a team, so a team of just all three-point shooters, okay? You're not going to just, okay, and you can't just take the top 5 three-point shooters of all time. Like, you need your point guard, your shooting guard, your 3, 4, and 5, okay? You need to fill those up. Who are you going to take? So I did like a lot of thinking. I did some research, and you know, like, it's very hard. Like, I didn't have a hard time, clearly. Obviously, I'm taking Steph Curry, okay? This man's shooting 44% his career. Like, it's crazy how good Steph Curry is. Like, I've never seen a play, like, you do the eye test and you watch him and you can just tell, like, this player is completely beyond this, like, planet. He's an alien. He's not from here. He pulls up so quickly. It's just like, it's such a treat. Like, we are in such a great generation of the NBA right now. Our athletes are so athletic and so built and so strong and fast and quick. They're so much faster than people who are playing in the 80s. They're so much better than the people that are playing in the 70s and 80s and 90s. You know, like the 90s, it was the tough boy era. But these boys are just huge. Like, and it's not like, oh, once basketball season's over, let me just take a break. So they're constantly working out. You get on Instagram and you just see like Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant's not even in the league. You know, you see Kobe Bryant work, Dirk. You see all these players just like putting in work, numerous hours in and out of the office, off season, on season. It's crazy. Like, it just doesn't stop. I mean, like, their competitiveness just doesn't stop. Like, they want to be the best all the time. And it's like you have to be in this tip-top type of shape to compete. Like, Like, I remember Charles Barkley saying, like, yeah, he would whoop up on Nate Robinson. Nah, Nate Robinson would dog that man. Charles Barkley talking about how he ate all the time during the season and didn't really care about his weight, and he got overweight just so he wouldn't get traded. I mean, it's nuts. Like, they didn't give a shit. They really didn't. So, I mean,
whole city going crazy. Top 5, no debating.
It's crazy. So, obviously, I'm definitely going to take Steph Curry, my number 1 guy. And, you know, I want Steph Curry as my number 1 because he can also play a point. Because you need a point. And then that brings me to my second point is who's going to be my 2 guard. Definitely going to be Ray Allen. Now, I know those are like the 2 top 3-point shooters of all time. But Steph is playing the point and he's popping the 3. So, I mean, that's an advantage right there. It's not like Ray Allen, where Ray Allen's ball handling is not as good. Not even nearly as good. So, I want Ray Allen as my second guard. Now, this is where it got a little tough for me. So, I went ahead and just chose my number 5. Like, who's playing the 5 spot. And the 5 spot's going to be Dirk. Because I believe Dirk is 6'11". I'm about to look it up. Let me see how tall Dirk Nowitzki is. How tall? I think he's 6'11". Man, this is just showing me stats. That's some crazy crap. $7 foot. Okay, yeah, exactly. So one more. Okay, so he's 7 foot. He's definitely playing my 5 spot. Dude, my 4 guard is definitely going to be KD. I'm sorry, but KD is going to be my 4 guard. He's so lanky and tall and quick and can just pull up and hit the 3 right in your face at any time. He can just run. He just strides down the court like, 3 steps, 2 dribbles. Bam, pops the 3 right in your face. That's definitely going to be my 4 guard. So, obviously, when I was looking up some stats, I saw that LeBron James is... Oh, wow, LeBron James is 22nd all-time. And, I mean, LeBron James is never really known for his 3-point, but, I mean, he's probably the greatest player of all time. So, I mean, this list is clearly going to not involve LeBron James. Because, I mean, any list you make, you're going to have LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James is 22nd all time, and by the time he retires, he could move up to number 13 or 12. He could be in the top 10. Like, I don't know. Who knows? Like, that man can go on and on. But LeBron James shoots 34% for his career. I mean, that's not that bad. And then, I mean, what is he shooting for this season? LeBron James shoots 34 and 36 for this season so far. I mean, he gradually has gotten better with the 3 too. And that's what's always been like, it's been like nice to watch how his game has evolved. And like, I just remember being younger watching him play and he was always dogged as, yo, he can't shoot the 3. And he was like, yeah, he can't shoot the 3. But like, now it's just, oh, he can do everything. He can. He truly can. So... this was tough for me. My 3 guard, okay? I'm stuck between Joe Johnson and Paul Pierce. See, Joe Johnson's a bigger body guy at 6'7", 240. But then you got Paul Pierce, who's 6'7", 230. And I mean, both of them are nice. And I mean, see, the thing is, like, Joe Johnson's clutch, so is Paul Pierce. But I think Paul Pierce is more clutch. And honestly, if I'm creating a team, I want all my players to have a clutch gene in them. I don't want it to ever have to be like, well, we have to get it to this guy to shoot that game-winning shot. Because I want all my players to have that clutch gene so they feel confident enough that any player at any given moment, even the 5 guard, even the 5 spot could go ahead and get that ball and pop it up. Like, speaking of Dirk, exactly. Dirk could go ahead and just pop that 3 for the win. Like, what's good? You know, like, and he's playing center. So that's why I'd probably have to go with Paul Pierce. Even though Joe Johnson has a little bit better of a percentage, Paul Pierce is shooting a merely 37% from, like, 3-point. And, I mean, like, it'd be awesome to have, like... See, Kyle Korver's 6'7", but he's, like, his build is not as big. Kyle Korver is one of the greatest. And then you got the good old Jason Terry. A lot of these people, like, I grew up just watching. So, Steph Curry, like, what year is he in? He's been in the league since 2009. Okay, so 10 seasons, 9 seasons. And, wow, what? 1, 2, 3. So 9 seasons, and he's already number 7. Like, he needs less than 800 threes to be number 1. And that's, so let's just say he averages 200 a season. That's in 4 seasons, which would easily happen. So, I mean, like, what? Make that, he's probably popping 300 threes a season. I mean, dude, that's 3 seasons. We are witnessing the greatest three-point shooter of all time. Absolutely. That would definitely be my starting 5. I mean, obviously, if I wanted to create a whole nother team of three-point shooters, you know, let's just say no position necessary, all right? I'm taking Steph Curry. I'm taking Vince Carter. Vince Carter, who, by the way, is number 8 on the three-point all-time list. I'm taking Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and KD, dude. But give me Hoodie Carmelo Anthony. Hoodie Carmelo Anthony is the greatest NBA player of all time. They need to allow that man to play 1 game in his hoodie so we can just see how good he plays. Because those videos, man, he looks like the greatest player of all time. We need to get a petition going, letting the NBA to allow Carmelo Anthony to play 1 game at least in his hoodie, under his jersey. If he drops 50 points, you let him play all season with his hoodie on. Oh my gosh, that would be the best thing of all. That would be awesome. Do you know how great that would be? That would be so fresh. That'd be like that Packers wide receiver who wears the hoodies under his jersey. I think they took that away. I'm looking it up to see who it is. They should allow that, though. James Jones, yes. It's fresh. The NBA should definitely allow it. Carmelo Anthony, you should ask the NBA. Go ahead, do it. It should be allowed. Alright, guys. Well, that's it. This is my 4th episode. I can't believe this is my 4th episode. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You know, if I'm sure you definitely would pick a completely maybe different starting 5 than I would love to hear who you guys would pick. And I don't just mean guys, I mean ladies too. I would love to hear who you all pick as a starting 5. You know, maybe drop it down in the comments below. Let's interact, people. I love y'all. This is Medicated Sports Talk. I'll see y'all next time.